Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about the topic reaching the age of adolescence. Last class we discussed about the first part of the topic. What are they? Adolescence and puberty. About adolescence and puberty. What is meant by adolescence and what is meant by puberty? Last class we studied, right? Then what are the changes occur at puberty? Increase in height, change in body shape, voice change. These are the changes at puberty. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about the remaining topic. Please listen. The first topic is role of hormones in initiating reproductive function. What are the role of hormones in the reproductive function? Now we are going to study. Okay. Endocrine glands releases what? Hormones into the bloodstream to reach the particular body part called what? Target site. Okay. Endocrine glands releases what? Hormones. We know that about hormone, right? Hormones into what? Bloodstream to reach the particular body part called what? Target site. What is meant by target site? Target site is nothing but a tissue or a organ. It acts with enzymes and chromosomes in a particular place or part. Okay. Target site is a tissue or organ that act with enzymes and chromosomes, hormones in a particular part. That is called what? Target site. Okay. The testes and ovary secrete what? Sex hormones. These hormones are responsible for the male and female secondary sexual characters. Okay, these hormones are responsible for what? Male and female secondary sexual hormones. Testes for male, ovaries for female. Okay, the sex hormones are under the control of hormones from the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland secrete many hormones, one of which makes what? Ova mature in the ovaries and sperm form into the testes. Okay. Endocrine gland releases what? Hormones into bloodstream to reach what? A particular body part called what? Target site. There the testes and ovaries secrete what? Sex hormones. These hormones are responsible for male as well as female. Male for testes, male, then female for ovaries. Okay, the sex hormones are under the control of what? Hormones from the pituitary gland. The pituitary secretes many hormones, one of which makes what? Mature in the ovaries and sperms form into what? Testes. Okay. It stimulates changes in the body at onset of puberty. Okay, it stimulates changes in the body. Then the next topic is reproductive phase of life in humans. Okay, adolescents become capable of reproduction when their testes and ovaries begin to produce gametes. Okay, adolescents are become capable of reproduction when their testes and ovaries begin to produce gametes. Okay, then only they are mature for reproduction. Okay, then capacity for maturation and production of gamete lasts for a longer time in males than in female. Okay, the capacity for maturation and production of gamete lasts for longer time in male than a female. Okay, adolescents become capable of reproduction when their ovaries and testes begin to produce what? Gametes. Okay, the second point is in female the reproductive phase of life begin at the year of 10 to 12 years. Okay, and generally lasts till the age of approximately 45 to 50 years. Okay. The reproductive phase begins at puberty at the age of 10 to 12 and lasts till the age of approximately 45 to 50 years. Okay. in female. Then third point is mature with the onset of puberty. One ovum matures and it released by one of the ovary once in about 28 to 30 days. Okay, one ovum matures and it releases one of the ovary once in about 28 to 30 days. Okay, the egg is maturing and it released one of the ovary once in 28 to 30 days. During this period, the wall of the uterus becomes thick so as to receive the egg in case it is fertilized and begin to develop. Okay, in this period, the wall of uterus become what? Thick. So it is easy to receive the egg easy. In case it is fertilized, it becomes to develop. The egg is fertilized and it becomes to develop. Okay. Then the next point is, if fertilization does not occur, the released egg and the thickened lining of the uterus along with it blood vessels are shed off. Okay. If the fertilization does not occur means the egg is thickened lining of the uterus along with the blood vessel, it comes out. Okay, this causes what? Bleeding in woman, which is called what? Menstruation. Okay, menstruation occurs once in about 28 to 30 days. If the fertilization does not occur means, in this case, bleeding occurs in woman. It is called what? Menstruation. The first menstrual flow begins at puberty and it is termed as what? Menarche. Okay, the first menstrual flow begins at puberty is called what? Menarche. At 45 to 50 years of age, the menstrual cycle stops. The stoppage of menstruation is termed as menopause. Okay, menopause. At 45 to 50 years of age, the menstrual cycle stop. What we call that stoppage as menopause. Okay. The next topic is, how is the sex of the baby determined? Okay, how we are finding the sex of the baby. The fertilized egg or zygote is a instruction for determining the sex of the baby. Okay, the fertilized egg or zygote is a instruction for determining the sex of the body. Okay, zygote means egg covering. Okay, the outer part of the egg. This instruction is present in the thread-like structure. Okay, called what? Chromosomes in the fertilized egg. Okay, in fertilized egg there is a thread-like structure called what? Chromosomes. All human beings have 23 pairs of chromosomes in the nuclei of their cells. 2 chromosomes out of these are the sex chromosome. Okay, there are many 23 pairs of chromosome, but only out of these there are 2 sex chromosomes are present. Okay, named as X and Y. A female has X chromosome while a male has one X, one Y chromosome, means the gametes have only one set of chromosome. Okay, a female has 2 X chromosome while a male has one X and one Y chromosome, means the gametes has only one set of chromosome. Okay, the unfertilized egg always have one X chromosome, but sperms are 2 kinds. One kind has an X chromosome and the other kind has an Y chromosome. Okay, in female there are 2 X chromosome with a male, while a male has only X and one Y chromosome, means the gamete has only one set of chromosome. Okay, the unfertilized egg always have X chromosome, but the sperms are of 2 kinds. One kind has X chromosome and the other kind has Y chromosome. Okay. Then when a sperm containing X chromosome fertilized the egg, the zygote would have two X chromosome and developed into female child. If the sperm containing X chromosome means male, the sperm containing X chromosome means the fertilized egg, the zygote would have two X chromosomes and developed into a female child. Okay, if the sperm contributes Y chromosome to the egg means after fertilization the zygote would develop into male child. Okay, when the sperm contribute X chromosome means the child is female. If the sperm contribute Y chromosome means the child is male. Okay, have you all understand, ma? If the sperm containing X chromosome means it is a female child. If the sperm contributing Y chromosome means it is a male child. Okay. The first point is the fertilized egg or a zygote in an instruction for determining the sex of the baby. The main thing is the fertilized egg or a zygote in an instruction is used to determine the sex of the baby. Okay. In the instruction, there are a thread-like structure present in the fertilized egg. The thread-like structure is called what? Chromosome. Okay. All human beings have 23 pairs of chromosome, but 2 chromosomes out of these are called what? Sex chromosomes, named as X and Y. Okay. The female has 2 X chromosome while a male has 1 X and 1 Y. See the picture, ma. Take page number 119, figure 10.4. See the picture. In the boy there is XY chromosome, in the girl there is XX chromosome. Okay. The unfertilized egg also have 1 X chromosome, but so the sperms are of 2 kinds. One kind has X chromosome, then other kind has Y chromosome. See the picture, ma. There sperm have 1 X chromosome and also 1 Y chromosome. Okay. But the egg is only XX. Okay. The female egg is only XX. Then when the sperm containing X chromosome means the child is female. If the sperm containing Y chromosome means the child is male. Okay, ma? Then the next one is hormones other than sex hormone. Okay, hormones other than sex hormones. Okay, the hormones secreted by the pituitary stimulate testes and ovary to produce what? Their hormones. You have already learned that pituitary gland is a endocrine gland. It is attached to the brain. See the picture, ma. 119, figure 10.5. The pituitary gland is present in the next to the brain. Okay, attached with the brain. Okay, the hormones secreted by the pituitary stimulate what? Testes and ovary to produce their hormone. Okay, we know that already. Pituitary gland is an endocrine gland. It is present next to the brain. It is attached to the brain. Apart from the pituitary, the testes and the ovary, there are other endocrine gland in the body such as thyroid, pancreas and adrenals. Okay, adrenal gland. Apart from the pituitary, the testes and the ovary, there are other endocrine glands also present. What are the glands? Thyroid gland, pancreas gland and adrenal gland. See the picture. Okay, then the next thing is role of hormone in completing the life history of insect and frogs. What are the role of hormones in the insect and frog history. Okay. The caterpillar has to pass through various stages to become a adult moth. Right? The caterpillar has to pass through various stages to become an adult moth. There are many stages. If you see the life history means there are many stages, right? To form an adult moth. The tadpole passes through certain stages to become a frog. That also many stages. They have many stages to attain a frog. To become a frog, there are many stages. This changes from larva to adult is called what? Metamorphosis. Okay. Metamorphosis in insect is controlled by insect hormone. Okay. The metamorphosis in insect is called what? Insect hormone. The changes occur from larva to adult is called what? Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis in insect controlled by insect hormone. In frog, it is controlled by thyroxine, the hormone produced by thyroid. Okay. In frog, it is controlled by what? Thyroxine. The hormone produced by thyroid. Thyroxine is produced by thyroid gland. Okay. Thyroxine production requires the presence of iodine in water. Okay. Thyroxine requires the presence of iodine in water. If the water in which the tadpole are growing does not contain sufficient iodine, the tadpole cannot becomes adult. Okay. If the water in which tadpoles are growing means it does not contain what? Sufficient iodine. So, the tadpoles cannot become adult. Okay. Then, reproductive health. For reproduction, what are the health we want to take? Okay. The physical and mental well-being of an individual is regarded as an individual's health. The physical as well as mental health is an individual health. Okay. To keep the body healthy, every human being at any age needs to have a balanced diet. For a healthy body, we want to take what? Balanced diet. The person must also observe the personal hygiene and undertake adequate physical exercise also to make the body healthy. Okay. The physical and mental well-being is an individual health. Okay. To keep the body healthy, every human being at the age need what? Balanced diet. They want to take what? Balanced diet. The person must also observe what? Personal hygiene and also undertake physical exercise also. Nutritional needs of the adolescents are, adolescence is the stage of rapid growth and development. In this stage, it is an important stage. It is for growth and development of our body. So, the diet for the adolescent has to carefully planned. You have already learned about the balanced diet, right? So, in that stage, we want to carefully plan for a balanced diet. A balanced diet means that the meals include protein, carbohydrate, fat, vitamins. These are the balanced diet we want to intake. Okay. Then, in our Indian meal, we are using roti, rice, dal, vegetables is a balanced meal. Okay. Milk is a balanced food in itself. Okay. Fruits also produce nourishment. For infant, mother's milk produces all the nourishment that they need. Okay. Milk is a balanced food for itself. Okay. So, for infants also, mother's milk provides all the nourishment that they need. Then, personal hygiene. What is meant by personal hygiene? We want to keep our body very clean. Everyone should have a bath at least once every day. Okay. Everyone should have a clean bath at least once a day. Okay. Once every day. Once every day. it is more necessary for teenagers because the increased activity of sweat glands sometimes make the body smelly. Okay, all parts of the body should be washed and cleaned every day. Okay, personal hygiene means everyone should have a bath at least once every day. It is more necessary for teenagers because they have sweat glands sometimes make the body smelly. So you want to clean all parts of the body, be washed and cleaned every day. If the cleanliness is not maintained, there are a chance of catching bacterial infection. Girls should take special care of cleanliness during the time of menstrual flow. Okay, girls should take special care of cleanliness during the menstruation time. Physical exercise. Then what is meant by physical exercise? Walking and playing in a fresh air keeps the body fit and healthy. All young boys and girls take walks, exercise and play outdoor games. Walking, running, it is a physical exercise to make our body fit and healthy. Okay, so do this in our daily life also. Okay, follow this as a routine plan. Say no to drugs. Adolescence is a period much activity in the body and mind, which is a normal part of growing up. Okay, adolescence is a period of much activity. They are doing many activity in the body and mind, which is not normal part of growing up. So do not feel confused or insecure. Okay, if anybody suggests that you will get relief if you take some drugs means just say no. Okay, if anyone force you to do intake drugs means what you want to say? No. Unless prescribed by the doctor, drugs are addicted. Okay, only the prescription of the doctor only you want to intake what? Drugs. If you take them once, you feel like taking them again and again. Okay, you addict in the drugs. So the body is a long run, the ruin health and happiness. So you don't intake drugs. If you take the drugs once means you feel like taking them again and again. Okay, they harm the body in the long run. So their own health and happiness. Okay, so you don't intake drugs anywhere. Then you must have heard about AIDS, right, which is caused by a dangerous virus, HIV. This virus can pass on to normal person from an infected person by sharing the syringes used for injecting drugs. So this virus passes through normal person to infected person easily. Okay, using the syringes. If you are intaking drugs means if the syringes used by a AIDS patient means it will affect you also. Okay, it can also be transmitted to an infant from the infected mother through her milk also. The virus can also be transmitted through sexual contact with a person infected with HIV. Okay, these are the steps how the HIV virus passes to person by intaking drugs, and also infected mother also, the baby also affected by what? HIV, because of the infant taking milk from the mother, right? Okay, that's all about today's topic. Thank you.